She's coming this way, call the cops. That was the first thing I heard when I stepped out of my car, holding a manila folder and my black heels sinking slightly into the HOA parking lot asphalt. 3 steps from the door, and already I was being treated like a criminal. A tight knot coiled in my stomach. Was she serious? Karen, real name Deborah Langley, but no one called her that had her iPhone out, shrieking something into the speaker like I was holding a crowbar, not my appointment paperwork. She's trespassing, she screamed. She's threatening the HOA building. I stood still, blinked, then slowly raised my folder like I was at gunpoint. You mean this? My oath papers. Of course, Karen didn't listen. That's the thing about people like her, they don't see you unless you're doing what they approve of. And I was never on her approval list. Not since the day I testified against her in the budget review meeting last spring. Yeah, that's where this whole mess started. Because I had the nerve to question where $8,000 in landscaping fees had gone, and her cousin's company magically won every bid. Coincidence? Yeah, right? Anyway, back to the day 2, HOA members came rushing out the front door. Greg looked confused. Sandra's mouth was open like she'd just witnessed a car crash. Is she with you? The officer asked them when he showed up 3 minutes later, lights still flashing. She's being sworn in as the new vice president, Greg finally said, clearly embarrassed. The cop looked over at me. This true, ma'am. I handed him my papers. He scanned them. He actually chuckled. You just wasted my time, he told Karen. You know making a false report is a crime, right? Karen's face turned red. Not pink, red. She pointed at me like she was trying to erase me from the scene with her finger. She has an attitude. She's been trying to take over. Ask anyone. The silence that followed? Brutal. Nobody backed her up. Karen sniffed. Her eyes darted. This is retaliation. She filed a lawsuit against Mesh, just bitter. Yes, I had filed a lawsuit. After she keyed my car. After she told my 11-year-old son he was lowering the value of the neighborhood by skateboarding. After she slapped a $500 fine on me for planting non-regulation tulips. What kind of monster hates tulips? So yeah, I sued her for harassment and emotional distress. And guess what? I had a good lawyer. The real twist? I won. The court ruled she'd overstepped her authority repeatedly. But what really sealed it was the audio recording from that March meeting. Karen didn't know her mic was still hot when she muttered, I'll make that woman's life hell. Well, guess whose life was about to change? After the cop left, Karen stormed off but not far. She hovered near the parking lot, arms crossed like a gargoyle with a credit score. She glared at me as I walked into the HOA office and took the oath. I, Jordan Reyes, do solemnly swear. Every word tasted like justice. Later, at the monthly board meeting, Karen tried to speak. But she was no longer on the board. Not after the committee reviewed her financial misconduct. Not after residents signed a petition demanding her resignation. She still came to meetings, though. Oh, she sat there in the back, in that leopard print blouse she always wore when she wanted to be seen. But she had no power. Not anymore. And I kept every receipt, every angry voicemail, every forged fine she tried to stick on my neighbors. Guess what we did with them? We sent them straight to the district attorney's office. 3 weeks later, an official notice arrived. HOA under investigation. Karen's final act of desperation? She tried to sue me, claimed I defamed her honor and standing. My lawyer laughed so hard she almost dropped her coffee. Honey, the judge already ruled you were the problem. Karen showed up to court anyway. No lawyer, just a binder of printed screenshots and a shaky voice. The judge dismissed the lawsuit in 5 minutes. Her final words to Karen? Consider this your final warning, Ms. Langley. If you file another baseless complaint, you'll be fined. Karen hasn't shown her face since. Her house, for sale. Her pride, left somewhere between the sidewalk and the shredded tulip bed. So next time someone says HOA drama is boring, tell them about the day the neighborhood Karen called the cops on the future HOA vice president. And maybe just maybe you'll subscribe to our YouTube channel for more karma-loaded justice like this.